Okay, race fans, we started off another 4-day race week on Wednesday. We had a nice turnout, good handle. The main track was fast. The turf was good. We had 3 big fields on the turf. The handle was a little shy of $2 million. That's pretty good to get the week going. Let's get right to it. Race 1 kicks off the popular early pick 5. Race 1 is a maiden claiming $25,000 for 2-year-olds. Going 5.5 furlongs on the main track. They'd bet almost $34,000 into the early pick 5 on Wednesday. Let's check out the action from the voice of Delaware Park, announcer Josh Brown here with race 1.
Away and running. Tardy start for Mavis's Prince. Good speed from Dancing Today. Also right there is Feel So Right. Next door to that one is My Boy Bud. Foul Mouth chimes in. And Stone Cold Handsome is right there too. It's a firing line as they're in program order. Mavis's Prince came away in 6th and Mac Daddiness is last of all. So it's Stone Cold Handsome who leads the charge past the 4 and leads by a long neck at best. Foul Mouth is raising the ante in 2nd and Feel So Right glides up to the both of them. Mavis's Prince stays at that rail in that 4th place position, and Dancing Danae is deep on the track. Second to last is My Boy Bud, and Mac Daddiness is still last of all. Here's the quarter pole for Foul Mouth with speed on display. Feels So Right takes the fight to him, and Dancing Danae comes with a 3-wide drive as they turn for home. Foul Mouth is kicked away from the opposition and has a 3-length break. Chasing in 2nd is Feels So Right. Dancing Danae is fighting on. Closing in late is My Boy Bud and Mac Daddiness, but inside the concluding stages at 7-2, Foul Mouth was an easy winner in the first of the day. Dancing Danae was 2nd, Feel So Right 3rd, and My Boy Bud was 4th.
Foul Mouth wins on debut in a maiden, $25,000 for 2-year-olds. This horse Delaware certified, so he was in for the maiden $30,000, and well, another first out winner for that sire Blofeld down in Maryland. Foul Mouth, a homebred for Chaz Blandford and Kyle Horlocker and trainer Anthony Pecoraro. Carol Cedeno with the winning ride. Foul Mouth goes off 7-2 in his debut and pays $9.60 to kick off the early pick 5. Let's turn the page here. Race 2 kicks off the early pick 4. We're going a mile on the main track, claiming $62.50 for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's check out the action from race 2.
Away and running. What a perfect start that was. Matt Matters was the first one to ping. Fighter Town and Kickstartness is right there too. So the early advantage goes to Fighter Town in the 3-path as they curve left. And right behind the favorite is Kickstartness. Matt Matters scrapes the paint in 3rd, and Keith Sends Hello is in that 4th place position. Candy for Carmel's up the inside and Indulges last of all. 6 furlongs out, and Fighter Town slows down this pace to an absolute gallop and shows the way by a 1.5 lengths. Kickstartness has been the co-pilot soon after the start, and Keith Sends Hello is deep on the track in that 3rd place position despite those long shot odds. Matt Matters continues to stay a ground-saving 4th. Indulge has one beaten, and Candy for Carmel's last of all, but only 5 lengths would cover the lot. They race down to the half-mile pole, and Fighter Town continues to show them the way. At 4-5, leads by only a length. Kickstartness is right there, upping the ante in that 2nd place position. Keith Sends Hello is widening out of trouble in 3rd. 3/8 of a mile to go, and Kickstartness takes the lead away from Fighter Town, who needs to dig deep and find more. Keith Sends Hello is an upset threat on the far outside, and Indulge tries to get going at the top of the stretch. Kickstartness at 9-2 is kicked away by 1. Keith Sends Hello continues this long, steady grind. Fighter Town's dropping away, and they're into the stretch. Kickstartness is slipped away inside the final furlong pole. Keith Sends Hello is in 2nd. Fighter Town has no more to give. Candy for Carmel is closing in late for the balance, but Kickstartness is a convincing winner at 9-2 to beat Keith Sends Hello. Fighter Town and Candy for Carmel.
The 4-year-old son of Great Notion, Kickstartness, makes it 2 wins in a row this summer at Delaware Park for trainer Jamie Ness. Jamie Ness bred this 4-year-old as well. Kickstartness, ridden by Jamie Rodriguez, was 3-1 morning line. Goes off a generous 9-2 and paid $11.80 as Kickstartness got his 7th lifetime win, his 4th win right here at Delaware Park. Let's turn the page. Race 3, a big field on the turf to kick off a pick 5. We're going a mile, 70 yards on a good turf course with the rail at 25 feet. Maiden claiming 20,000 for 3-year-olds and upward here in race 3. Let's see what happens here in the third.
Away Yan running. Good speed, 2 from the inside from RJ. Next door to that one is Al Rashik and Pujols firing on through and trying to squeeze through the inside is So Handsome, who had a tap on the brakes. All Fruits Ripe takes up that chase as they got a circuit to go. So RJ spearheads the field over the heavy favorite that is Al Rashik in second. So Handsome rides the rail at joint third, and All Fruits Ripe is also right there in that congregation. And in that 5th place spot is Poolhole. Up the inside, Quahog Republic has company with Super Chunk. Behind them is Storm Force, and we got 2 have tailed off badly. Kerry Grant second last, and Parlay for Destiny couldn't spot the leader with a telescope. There's 5 furlongs to go, and RJ's making play and shows the way by 3, but Al Rashik is on hold in that 2nd place position. All Fruits Ripe is 4 lengths off the lead that is held by RJ, who's been unopposed, and then there's a cluster of 3 that chase. It's So Handsome is up the inside. Pujols in between rivals. Deep on the track is Super Trunk, and the last of the contending group is Quahog Republic and Storm Force. They have 5/16 of a mile to go, and RJ continues to control the clock, but Al Rashik is right there getting closer under a very heavy rain. All Fruits Ripe is trying to get closer to and trying to close in his Pujol, and Super Chunk as heads turn for home. It's RJ who cuts and runs for the money and leads by 2. Al Rashik is all in, trying to press on past. This field's all over the place. It is still RJ with a winning break of 2. Al Rashik just did not look comfortable down the back of the track. Is getting on track, but it's too little, too late to beat RJ. Over Al Rashik, Poolhole, and All Fruits Ripe.
Well, the Kerry Raven barn stays red hot now. 5 wins from 13 starters are hitting at around 35%, and they break the Maiden here with this 3-year-old son of Always Dreaming. RJ goes coast to coast at even money and wins for Kerry Raven with jockey Carol Cedeno aboard. RJ pays $4.20 to win race 3. Race 4 would kick off another pick 5. We're going 6 furlongs on the main track, claiming 5,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. Haven't won since February or never won 4. Let's check out the action from race 4.
Away Yan running. Good even start. Speed today from Icing, and there goes Cloud Music to strike the top. Also in the firing line, Swift Tap rides that rail. Then you have Big Brown Shoes, who came away in 4th position. Deep on the track is Bandit's Heart, and Mogaloo is right there too. And behind the wall of speed is Bookmarker in mid-flight. The Heights is in front of 3, which is Notion to Tap it, then Midnight Getaway, and Ghost Stalkers last of all. 4 furlongs to go, and Cloud Music was hell-bent on getting that lead and struts its stuff around the turn by 1 long length. Icing is going to have to re-rally in second, and Swift Tap is 3 wide for the far turn run. Big Brown Shoes is trying to get closer in 4th in front of the Heights, who's a tracking 5th. Mogaloo's off the fence in 6th, and Bookmarker teams up with Notion to Tap it as heads turn for home. Cloud Music still clinging on to the lead, but Swift Tap is ready to roll now. Homeward bound now, and Swift Tap kicks away and leads by 1. Here comes a flashy run from the Heights, who switches off that fence. Late on the scene is Mogaloo, and battling on his Icing. A frantic finish here. Swift Tap is holding on by a thread. The Heights has momentum. Mogaloo over the top. The Heights has won it. There's a place photo between Swift Tap and Mogaloo.
The 5-year-old son of Nyquist, the Heights, splits horses late and gets the money for trainer Mario Saray Jr. and Baxter Racing Stable. The Heights now a 4-time winner. Nice ride there by Jose Batista. The Heights went off 7-1 and paid $17.60 to win race 4. Let's take a look at race 5, another big field on the turf to kick off the late pick 5. We're going a mile, 70 yards on a good turf course with the rail at 25 feet. 16,000 starter allowance, optional claiming 16,000 for filly and mares. Let's check out the action from race 5.
Away Yan running. Slow to go was Put a Rock on it. Good speed towards the outside for Heaven's Promise. Just Heart. The gray is Kobe Smile, and Divining Smile is right there too. Mama's Lino rides that rail into a joint fourth place position, and those are the first five. The next five include Hazelmore Beach and Put a Rock on It. Whirlwind's in front of two, which is Lino and Me, and Wonderful Ladies at the back of the pack. Around the first turn they go, and it's all Heaven's Promise. Showing the way with 6 furlongs out, leads by a length and a half, and the lead is soft. Kobe Smile is right there, shadowing the speed in second, and Divining Smile is popped off the fence, those red blinkers, for a clear shot of the top two. Mama's Lino continues to stay against the PVC in fourth, and Put a Rock on It is 3 pats deep for the back of the track run. Just Heart's in between rivals. Hazelmore Beach is in a bit of traffic, and those are still clear in front of Wonderful Lady. Then Whirlwind is second last, and Lino and Me has to come with a great big close. Heaven's Promise continues the lead, but faces a stern challenge by Kobe Smile, and Mama's Lino is right behind the both of them. Divining Smile is looped up on the far outside. Put a Rock on It was slow to go and starts to pick them off one by one in the red cap, and bottled up for run is Just Heart and Hazelmore Beach. On the far outside, Wonderful Lady starts to be produced. This is up for grabs at the top of the stretch, and Put a Rock on It sweeps to the front and kicks for home. Deep on the track, Wonderful Lady battling on and trying to squeeze on through. On the far outside is Whirlwind. Ducking to the inside, Put a Rock on It is trying to hold off a massive posse who descends, and Wonderful Lady storms to the top at 2-1. Wonderful Lady has won it. Put a Rock on It second, Mama's Lino third, and Whirlwind was fourth.
The 5-year-old French mare Wonderful Lady draws in off the AE and wins for trainer Arnaud Delacour. Gabe Maldonado picks up the winning mount. Wonderful Lady went off 2-1 and paid $6.80 to win race 5. If you hit the early pick 5 on Wednesday, congratulations. It paid well. It paid $1,918.25. Congratulations if you had that. Let's turn the page here. Race 6 would kick off the late pick 4. We're going a flat mile on the main track. 8,000 starter allowance for filly mares 3 and up. Let's check out the action from race 6.
Away, Yan running. Little Crybaby missed the break. Good speed from Lady Dominance today. Extremely Gruntle is right there too, and Viking Queen is pulling quite hard in those green silks and passed by Vodkatini. Up the inside is Helen Ortiz in front of Joey the Fish, and Little Crybaby missed it by half a length when the starter said go. So Extremely Gruntled shows the way, and it's a nice and soft pace too. Leads by a length and a long tail, while Vodkatini takes up the chase in second, and Lady Dominance is on the inside, and she's a clear-cut third. Viking Queen, one of the favorites, is in a handy roll in fourth, but there's no pace on whatsoever, and these 4 ladies have kicked away from the others. Helen Ortiz is a distant fifth. Down to the 4.5 they go, and another zip code away is Little Crybaby and Joey the Fish. So it's a 3-pronged attack up top, but Extremely Gruntled continues to lead. 2-1 when everything was said and done. At last flash shows the way 3/4 of a length. Vodkatini has a slow pace to run into second, and Lady Dominance continues to ride that rail. Viking Queen coming under a heavy drive, not responding, and Little Crybaby now hits her best stride and closing in a great big way. They're coming towards the quarter pole. Extremely Gruntled clinging on to a neck lead. Vodkatini continues to chase in second. Lady Dominance battles Viking Queen, and Little Crybaby loops up on the far outside. Heads turn for home, and Vodkatini has kicked away by a length and a half. Extremely Gruntled has no more to give. Lady Dominance tries to move into second. Viking Queen's a non-threatening fourth. Here's the final 100 yards at 3-1. Vodkatini is nicely clear. Vodkatini has scored the winning run. Lady Dominance was second. Extremely Gruntled weakened to third, and Viking Queen ran on for fourth.
Vodkatini, the 6-year-old mare by Divining Rod, gets career victory number 5 this afternoon. She wins for Original 6 stable and trainer Michael Gorham. Nice ride there. Raul Mena. Vodkatini went off 3-1 and paid $8 to win race 6. Let's turn the page here. Race 7 kicks off the final pick 3 of the day. Nice big field on the turf, going 7.5 furlongs on a good turf course. Maiden claiming $25,000 for filly mares 3 and up. Let's check out the action from race 7.
Away and running. Tardy start for English Elsa. Unicycle pings first. Flaming Spirit is also right there in close attendance. And Happy This Day is going to be 4 wide with about 6.5 furlongs left to go. Algima rides that rail into that 4th place position. And now Deary goes even wider than that. And the last 3 markers are Marmera. Second to last is Beast or Burden. And the slow start leaves English Elsa with a daunting task today. Unicycle spins out of the first turn with a 1-length lead, but Flaming Spirit is right there, hot on the chase in second, and Algima is pulling hard under the jockey's hands. Happy This Day is floated 4 wide for the backstretch run in 4th place position, and Marmera continues to be a ground-saving 5th. Tracking in 6 is now Deary in front of Beast or Burden, and English Elsa whips him in. So now Algima takes the battle to this early leader, which is Unicycle, but Unicycle tries to stand her ground. Algima takes the trail up the rail in second. A distant third is Flaming Spirit, and trying to close in is Marmara with Happy This Day. They're inside the 3 furlong stick, and Algima now confronts Unicycle, and these two floor it past the quarter pole. A distant third is Marmara as heads turn for home. Unicycle goes a little wide but has the lead nevertheless. Algima hunkers down and battles with her every step of the way. Happy This Day is closing in with good energy too, but is 2 lengths down. They're at the gap, and Unicycle still giving plenty. Happy This Day is chasing, so is Algima. Unicycle with a terrific effort today to beat Happy This Day, Algima, and Flaming Spirit.
The Giovanni Salinas barn gets their second win of the meet as Unicycle, a 3-year-old filly by Unified, breaks her maiden on Wednesday. She went off 5-2 and paid $7.20. Nice ride there. Sarah Hess to win on Unicycle in race 7. Let's turn the page here. Race 8 would kick off the final daily double of the day. We're going 6 furlongs here in race 8, claiming $50,000 for 3-year-olds or 4 and up. Never won 3. The 3, Do It For Michael, a 3-year-old's won 4 races, would go off the heavy favorite here in race 8. Let's check out the action from the 8th.
Away and running. Good start on the outside for Innova today, but there goes the speed of Storm and Sammy, and Do It For Michael right there too, mixing it up. So the early advantage goes to Innova. Crew Dragon came away in 4th. Deep on the track is Square Slice, and Shooters Gotta Shoot the long shots last of all. So they race down to the 4.5, and it's Innova, the second choice, showing the way by almost 2. And Storm and Sammy tracks 3 paths off the rail in second, and Do It For Michael with all that heavy support is in that joint second place position as they navigate the far turn. Crew Dragon is 5 lengths down from the lead in front of Square Slice, and Shooters Gotta Shoot silently drops away. They round the bend, and at 5-1, Innova's in hand and in command, and the favorite at 3-5 is Do It For Michael, who has 4 lengths to raise, and closing in on the far outside is Square Slice as they turn for home. Innova continues to lead with a 4-length cushion. A quartet chases that lone speed, with Crew Dragon moving into second. Do It For Michael not even holding on to third at the moment, and Square Slice trying to pass that rival, but here's the final 20 yards, and Innova with a good looking score today. Crew Dragon was second, Square Slice third, and Do It For Michael weakened to 4th.
The heavy favorite, Do It For Michael, didn't have it today. Bad 4th here in race 8. The 3-year-old son of Frosted, Innova, 7-2 morning line, goes off a generous 5-1 and wins for trainer Michael Stidham. Innova now a 3-time winner from 9 starts. Nice ride there. Julio Hernandez, $13.60 the win price on the 5 Innova to win race 8. Let's turn the page. If you hit the pick 5 that started race 4, that one paid all right. That one paid over $1,200. That pick 5 that started race 3, that one paid over $1,200. Let's take a look here at race 9 and see what the late pick 5 is going to pay. Race 9, we're going 6 furlongs. Maiden claiming $25,000 for filly mares 3 and up. Let's check out the action from the Wednesday finale.
Away and running. Good level start. Speed 1 from the outside from Sensimia today. But there's that green Kappa 5th of June who strikes the front. And Knit Witness came away a handy joint second. There's a line of 4 chasing the trio of Speed and Run Sweetly's deep on the track. Cheese and Crackers is right there too, pulling hard. Amendment is second last, and Codename Maisie's right there as well. Only 4 lengths would cover this group, as 5th of June is hounded every step of the way, and Sensimia, she turns up the heat in that second place spot. Run Sweetly's deep on the track for clear sailing at the top 2, and with the money on, Knit Witness is behind the Speed and hasn't been asked yet. Amendment starts to close in. Up the inside is Codename Maisie, and Cheese and Crackers is dropped to the tail of the field. Here's the quarter pole, and 5th of June stopped to an absolute walk, and here's a challenge on the far outside from Knit Witness as they turn for home. Knit Witness continues this long, steady grind at Sensimia and Run Sweetly, and Amendments in that 4th place position with a furlong left to go. Sensimia's running a cheeky race on the front end. Knit Witness trying to go on by a stubborn foe today, and at 3-1, Sensimia wouldn't let anyone by. Sensimia has won it over Knit Witness, Run Sweetly, and came Amendment.
Nice win for the Eubanks family. Trainer Annette Eubanks, a veteran trainer down in Maryland. She's been around for a long time. Very good trainer. She breaks the maiden here with this 3-year-old filly by Speightster. Sensimilla goes off 3-1 and pays $8.20. Nice ride there from the 7-pound apprentice Jan Rodriguez. Sensimilla is owned by Rising Sun Racing Stable. That is Annette's son, Dan Eubanks. So a nice win there for the whole Eubanks family with Sensimilla in race 9. The late pick 5 paid almost $900. Congratulations if you had that. Let's get a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to tell you about my best bet and price play for Thursday right here at Delaware. Okay, let's talk about my best bet and price play for Thursday, August 7th here at Delaware Park. My best bet's going to come in race 5. That'll wrap up the early pick 5, and it kicks off the late pick 5. Race 5's a $25,000 starter allowance for 3-year-old fillies or filly and mares 4 and up that have started in a claiming race of $25,000 or less and which have never won 3 races, or claiming $35,000 and which have never won 3 races. We're going a flat mile on the main track. Jamie Ness has the favorite in race 5 with the 1 stress reliever. The second choice in race 5 is the 3 Meg's Foxy Gray at 3-1. The Ness favorite's 2-1. I'm going to make third choice at 4-1. My best bet of the day here in race 5, the 5 Beautiful Bloom, 4-1 morning line. She's third choice in the morning line for this race. She's by Blofeld. She's a nice homebred for Chaz Blandford and trainer Anthony Pecoraro. Beautiful Bloom just had a nice win last out. She had first time Lasix with that win on July 10th. She ran a 67 buyer speed figure. That's a lifetime best. That's the highest last out buyer speed figure in this race. Carol Cedeno was aboard for that winning ride last out. Cedeno back aboard this filly. I think the 5 Beautiful Bloom is very attractive at 4-1 in race 5. I'm going to make her my best bet of the day. My price play is going to come in race 3. That's a claiming $7,500 for 3-year-old fillies or filly and mares 4 and up. Never won 3. We're going a flat mile on the main track, and I like the 3 Voodoo Priestess for owner trainer Jason Smith Alexander Crispin rides this 5-year-old mare by Done Talkin'. She just ran a big race last out in a beaten nickel. She ran a real good second with a 47 Beyer speed figure. She ran a decent fourth 2 starts ago. So she's rounding in the top form, I think. The barn, Jason Smith, are having a good meet with a win and 2 good seconds. This mare is 8-1 morning line, and I think she's very attractive at that price. So I put her on top. She's my price play of the day. Number 3, Voodoo Priestess in race 3 on Thursday. Hopefully I can do better for you tomorrow. I was a little cold today with my picks. To tell you how my day went, I even got criticized by a Phillies fan in the bathroom. He was telling me how bad my picks were today, and he was right. So hopefully I can do better for you tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get some nice price winners home for you. Thanks to all our fans, bettors, and horsemen for supporting us on Wednesday. The handle was pretty strong. Handle a little shy of $2 million on Wednesday. So we hope to do it again, do it even better for you tomorrow. Have a great night, and we hope to see you Thursday at Delaware Park.
There's only one.